Okay, so we have done the filing and sanding on the nut to lower this action to about 20 thousandths. And I can check it. This is just over 20 thousandths. These are right at 20 thousandths. Feeler gauges are excellent for doing this kind of work, and you do have to develop a feel for it, but you can tell within a thousandth of an inch where you are on these adjustments. So this is adjusted, the curvature of the neck is adjusted, the height at the 21st fret is the next thing we're going to address. And to do that, I'm going to use a Fritz ruler. And you should have one that was supplied with your kit. This is set up with different string measurement tools, but I've gone ahead and measured them. This first one is 60 thousandths, this one is 40 thousandths, 70, 50, 110, and 80 thousandths. But the way we use this, we put it down and we put a light up to it and we look, and on this string, the heavy E string, at the last fret, I want to have 80 thousandths of an inch, and this is the 80 thousandths, but I can see a little bit of that black line just under the string, which means this is a little more than 80 thousandths high, so I'm going to have to lower that. And to lower that, I'm going to take these two screws and an Allen wrench, and I'm going to loosen them a little, and that will lower that string. And it's somewhat trial and error. Make sure it's sitting nicely. And then I come back and I check. And that's just about right. I can see the little triangle sticking down, but I can't really see that black line. And that black line is right at 80 thousandths. So that string is now at 80 thousandths above the fret. On the other side, this string, I want this string to be 60 thousandths. And as it is, this first one is the 60. That string is exactly where it should be. The bottom of that string is right even with the bottom of that heavy black line. So that string is 60 thousandths of an inch above the fret. So now I have these two strings adjusted where I want. The other strings should follow the curvature of the fret, and I don't have a handy tool to do that. But what I do know is if this is 60 thousandths above and this is 80 thousandths above, the two in the middle probably ought to be 70. So I'll set those at 70. The one between the 60 and the 70 probably ought to be about 65. And the one between the 70 and the 80 probably ought to be about 75. So I'll use my Fritz ruler and a flashlight and an eyeball, and I will adjust these set screws until my strings have the right curvature, they're at the right height, and that will be my setup on my strings. So this second string is one that I want to be at 75, and right now it's just a little bit less than 70, so I want to raise it a little bit. So I will come in helps if I go the correct direction. I'm raising it, not lowering it. Trial and error. I'm good at error sometimes. Still need to come up just a little bit more. I'm close on the 70. I'm over on the 60, so I'm close on the 70. I want to go up just a little bit more. So now I can see just a little bit of that black line under the 70. I know that I am over 70. And I'm not over 80. So I'm between 70 and 80. So that's the right height. And I'll just do this all the way across. 80, 75, 70, 70, 65, 60, approximately. So now we have established the neck relief curvature. We've established the string height at the nut. We've established the string height and the curvature of the strings at the 21st fret. The next steps in finishing up your guitar and getting it set up, we'll put in the string retainers or the string trees to pull these strings down to avoid buzzing. We'll do an intonation where we're adjusting the length of the bridge to make the notes play correctly. And we'll adjust the heights of the pickups, and then you'll have a guitar that's set up and ready for playing.